What it do? It's your boy Illuminated D, and you know what I'm saying? We back with another one. So, first thing that I want to do is come to everybody and say thank you for everything that you're doing and liking and commenting on the channel. We really appreciate that. The second thing I want to do is to the subscribers. Thank you for taking time to subscribe to the channel. And Pops and I want to let you know that we really appreciate you because your time is important. And for you to spend your time with us, it means a lot. So thank you. So jumping right into this topic conversation, a lot of people have been asking me, they've been saying, I'm thinking about joining the military. I was like, okay. So let me tell you some benefits of joining the military if you're giving joining the military some thought. Okay, so one benefit of joining the military is that you get your tuition paid for. So you get a certain amount of funding. You get $4,000 every single physical year. So every October you get $4,000 free dollars just to go to college, where they pay for everything. As long as you, inside of your associate's and your bachelor's degree, make no less than a C, then it's paid for. If you get a D or lower, then you have to pay $750. So it behooves you to pass your classes, all right? But free tuition. Can't beat that. The second thing, you get to you get a VA loan. So your VA loan allows you to have access to properties, build homes, get land at sustainable rates where they don't fluctuate. 30-year mortgage, right? Can't beat that. First-time homebuyer programs are not beating the VA loan. I promise you. Some of them are. Some states are, like the NACA loan. But I'm sorry I keep moving around a lot. I'm like, my back, freaking. I went on a run and just catching cramps. Like I'm trying to stay hydrated, but it's hot here. It's hot. This new area is hot. So jumping right back into it. So that VA loan is pivotal, because you have the ability to access properties that most people would not have the opportunity to even be able to access first, because you don't have to put any money down. I got 2 properties and I didn't have to put any direct money down. Now, I did go over my VA loan cap rate, so my extra investments definitely allowed for me to be able to touch some of these properties, but I would say that when it came to just the bare basic necessities, I didn't have to pay closing costs, which was a beautiful play, right? And I know most people are like, well, how does this apply to me? Well, just be patient. Let me keep going. Okay. The military, they pay for your housing. So that mortgage that you got, well, it depends. Remember, you gotta move where the military says that you're moving, unless you're an active guard reserve, which would allow you to stay in the state that you're actually in. So I know a lot of people, they don't want to leave their families. You don't have to go active duty. Remember, they got 4 different ones. You can go active, you can go National Guard, you can go reserves, you can go active guard reserve. So AGR is dope, because active means that you're on active status, guard, which means that you're at home in your state, reserve. You see what I'm saying? So you get paid the same. The only difference is that they're slot based, and they're not, you don't have to move around and go every single place in order to leave home. So if you are thinking about joining the military, you have to ask yourself, and you have to do research. Just do a little research. What's the difference between active duty, National Guard, reserve status, and active guard reserve? That is one, so it's one whole word. Active guard reserve, okay? Do your research. And then you have to pick and see which one is best for you. The next thing is they pay for your housing. So wherever you move to, if you got a family, you got kids, they pay you per child up until I think it's like 5. So if you got more than 5 kids, whoo, you got a whole village running around. That's tough, but I tell you, it is doable. So they'll pay for your kids, they'll pay for your housing, they give you food allowance, as in they literally have a stipend so that you can eat. I just went and got some African food. I got some African food. That goat. Hitting. Y'all see me? Do I look like I'm missing any meals? Do I look like I'm missing any meals? Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Everybody that's talking crazy, stop playing with me. I can go to the doctor whenever I want. I'm not being arrogant. I'm trying to tell you all, I can go to the doctor whenever I want. I can get any medicine that I want. Damn near. All you got to do is talk to your provider. And if your provider says that it's necessary, then you can get it. I can go to the optometrist whenever I want. I can go and walk in their office right now. Hey, how's it going? My name is da-da-da-da-da. Nice to meet you. Can I set an appointment? I can go to the dentist whenever I want. I can get molds made whenever I want. You feel me? I can go get in the bod pod. The bod pod that tells me what my body fat percentage is whenever I want. I'm trying to put y'all on game. I'm trying to tell you, listen. When you come in the military, right? If you're thinking about coming in the military, they have now, when I first came in, I'll tell you this. They had this thing called the traditional. So whenever you join the military, and after you do a certain amount of time, right, they're doing calculations of how much money that you're going to be getting paid at the end of your service. So let's say you do the 20 years. And I would say it behooves to do the 20 years if you want that stable retirement. But you got to remember there's 3 sides that you can come in. You can come in as enlisted, you can come in as an officer, and you can come in as a chief now. But if you want to go warrant officer, you have to go enlisted, and then after picking up staff sergeant, then you can transfer over into warrant officer of your job description. So you can imagine, like, let's say you come in as a cook, and then after you hit your staff sergeant, you become a master cook, right? Because you are managing all of the cooks below you. Then you have the ability to switch over and go warrant officer to be the subject matter expert on how to make that delicate pastry. You see what I'm saying? You become the subject matter expert of the cooking echelon. You feel me? We can, in every single job has it like this, okay? Inside the military. You got to remember, the military is like your life. Like, you can imagine you as a civilian, the military is like your life. So people work at McDonald's. We got cooks in the military. You got office workers, you got lawyers. We got lawyers in the military. You got doctors on the civilian sector. We got doctors in the military. You got mechanics in the civilian side. We got mechanics in the military. We got financial, like banks. We got banks in the military. We got credit unions. We got credit unions in the military. You know? And that's not it. I'm not done yet. I'm just getting started, okay? I'm just getting started. So if you want to travel, you want to take a trip to Tui. Tui. Going on down to Sado. Go get that ticket for the low. Go get that ticket for the low. Go get that ticket for the low. I get that ticket for the low. They said they want to go to Cancun, well, I went for the low. You pay the band. I went for the no. I went for the go low. You feel me? We can say it however many ways that you want to put it, but you know, aside from what everybody thinks, like oh my God, I'm just gonna go to war. You don't have to be an infantryman. Our first basic job, right? Our first basic job is an infantryman. That's the first thing that they teach you. So the first thing is to be able to go and take out the enemy. That's the first thing that we trained on. But after that, there are dedicated jobs that are specifically built for doing that. If you want to be a cook, you can cook. I'm going to say the hardest job in the military, the one that needs to be the most respected, I would have to say, is the MPs, because they work the hardest, man. They work 24/7. I used to think it was the cooks, but the MPs work hard, boy. They work hard. They work hard. Hard. So let's just go ahead and clap it up for them, because that's a 24-hour job. And I'll have to say, that's beast mode. I'm not done yet. You get to travel. So I just told you get your tickets for the low, but imagine per your job, if you said, hey, I'm tired of being in the States. I want to go somewhere overseas. I'm going to go ahead and drop some knowledge on y'all. Since everybody on the channel think how I sound, right? That I don't have any knowledge, so y'all not paying as much attention, but I'm going to tell you, this is where I've been. I've been to Germany, Czech Republic, Romania, Transylvania, Slovakia, Bulgaria. I think I said Romania. I'll take out Romania. Inside of Germany, I've been like pretty much everywhere. Amsterdam, London, France. Where else? There's a lot more. Oh, Georgia, not GA as in the States, but Tbilisi, Georgia, you know, the place on Fast 6. Went there. That was really cool. Like, man, their wines, they're so strong. Them things hitting. Tbilisi, Georgia. Oh, Holland. I'm just kind of thinking about it. But then that doesn't. Now let's go into the States. Seattle. Well, I'm not gonna go all over the States. The States, I've been everywhere pretty much. I've been more places than that. You gotta understand, like, it's just kind of hard to think about it. But I've been so many different places. Oh, I went to Guam recently. That was pretty cool. Guam was dope. It rains a lot. It rains a lot in Guam, but Guam was lit. Japan, Guam was fire. But yeah, like, I've been so many more places than that, and I would just tell you, just based off of me being in the military, gave me the opportunity to be able to take some of these trips. Oh, Korea was dope. Korea was lit. I just came back from Korea. So I was there for a year. Beautiful. It was so lit. It was a movie out there. It was a movie. I know if you probably hearing, you know, all your friends talk about it that's in the military, and they talk about how Korea is the littest place. It was a movie. I tell you, if you could see what's in my head, whew. All right. Okay, what else we got for you? So were you thinking about joining the military? You were thinking about joining the military. Remember I told you, I don't got to pay for nothing. The only thing I got to pay for is what's outside on the economy. If I ran out of money, I could go in here right now and go get some food. You know MREs cost $30 a bag? That's a 5-star meal in a brown bag. That's a 5-star meal. I could go sell them on the economy for $30 a pop. I'm not going to do that because I'm going to feed myself, you know, and I'm going to feed my friends and my family. But if you want to take some time out to feed yourself and your friends and your family, maybe the military's for you. See, there's no need in suffering. There's no need in suffering out here if you don't want to. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to suffer. I wouldn't. I didn't. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. But I'm trying to offer everybody an opportunity to be able to change their life. Like, you have to ask yourself a question, right? The military is not necessarily for everybody forever. But what the military does is, and another reason why most of our older generation is so the way that they are and seasoned and versatile and disciplined, is because they at least did a minimum of 2 to 4 years. I think if everybody in America were to do at least 2 to 4 years, it would give you a little discipline. It'll give you the ability to open up your mindset a little bit to different opportunities. You'll have the ability to earn a degree without putting yourself in debt up front. Like, who wants to choose debt? Everybody's just choosing debt, but you don't have to choose debt. You can just literally come in for 4 years, get your degree, and then get out. Serve your country. Do something for somebody else other than yourself. Everybody be so selfish, man. It'd be so selfish, but they're not willing to pay the price. You know what I'm saying? All of our ancestors in our older generation, they paid the price. They came and did their time, and most of them made it out. Now, coming into the history that we have today and getting to where we are, maybe it wasn't always perfect, and maybe there were hard times at times, but I tell you, choose peace. Like, I got friends that call me every day, bro, man, it's so hard out here. It's hard out here. And I'll be like, bro, just come to the military. Just come in for 2 years, 4 years. They even have like waivers and the ability to wipe all your debt if you sign for like 5 years. If you just sign for 5 years, they'll literally wipe your debt up. You know, so if you were giving it some thought on if you should join the military, and you're looking at your circumstance right now, and you're looking where you are, and you're like, you know, where I'm at, it's hard right now. I'm consumed in debt. I don't see a way out. I want to give up. I don't have any discipline. I don't have the drive to get where I want to be. I'm suffering. My kids are starving. I'm starving. I'm working 3 jobs, 4 jobs. Then maybe the military is for you. And if you are going through all that, right? And you say you don't want to join the military, then you should ask yourself, well, why wouldn't you want to put yourself in a better position? I literally just told you all, right, that it's not based off war 24/7. Get that out of your mindset. There are wars going on. But I just got done eating some agesi and go. And Yola fries. And I just came back from Korea and I was popping bottles every day. Definitely serving the country and having a great time with individuals inside of the culture and learning their culture and making friends. So definitely, 감사합니다 to everybody that I met over there. Thank you for such a great, amazing time. And even if you are where you want to be in life and you're like, you know, well, I don't need the military. Well, you might not need it. But if you got somebody in your friend group, your circle group, somebody that's saying, you know, it's hard out here and I need a way, they probably need to join the military. And the truth is that it can change your life. It can help you change your life, and it can change other people's lives around you. As you develop and you become more disciplined, they'll see that, and then they'll want to tap into that energy. And in turn, you might even save somebody else's life, or you might help them elevate to put them in a better position, just based off of you taking the first step in your generation, in your lineage, in your family, in your friend group, in your, associates group, to change another life. You feel me? Because we all want to be successful, we all want to be somewhere in life, but in order to do that, you got to do something that you ain't never done before. And that's the reason that we're doing this right here, right now. And also, I want to tell you that we got hella chaplains in this mug, right? So don't just believe that based off your faith that you can't do it. Because we got Muslim chaplains, Christian chaplains, Orthodox chaplains, Catholic chaplains. We got all Buddhist we got all type of chaplains. So just remember, no matter what your faith is, we have a chaplain for you. We have a chaplain for you. So do you got medical bills that you need paid, and you need help, and you're hurt out there and you don't know how you're gonna pay it? Come to the military. You can't see, you need some glasses. You've fallen and you can't get up because you can't see? Well, come to the military. You got some debt and you're underwater and you're trying to breathe and and you say, I need help. Come to the military. You want a house? You want to get your first house, your first property, investment property, live in it for 1 year. The VA forces you to do that, and then after that you have the ability to rent it out to somebody else and have them pay that debt, and then you just stack up off of it. Come join the military. You want a 4-plex, 5-plex, duplex? You can use up to $1 million, and you qualify. Come to the military. You want to go to school? You said, you know what? I need my degree. This debt is knocking me over the head. I need help. Come to the military. $4,000 free every physical year, every October. You want to travel? Too easy. I just got back from Korea. I just told you everywhere I went. Come to the military. You hungry? You hungry? You hungry? You need some food? You need some food? You hungry? Come to the military. You don't know what kind of job you want to do inside the military? Well, then you could go ahead and contact my Instagram below, right? Contact me on Instagram and hit me up and ask a question. See, it's better to ask me than to ask the recruiter, because I'm going to tell you the real thing. You know what I'm saying? Go ask your recruiter too, but they going to just tell you something. I'm going to tell you the truth. I've been in here for a little minute, so I'm going to tell you the truth. Everybody know I don't lie, so I only tell the truth. So, you thirsty? You need some water? Hey, we going to make you hydrate every day. That's just part of our natural routine, so make sure you keep that bottle of water on you. Hold on. Clean water, too. Your teeth falling out? Your teeth falling out? You need to go to the dentist? That tooth hurting? It's hurting, you need to pull, but they talking about $10,000 to pull your tooth? Go ahead, head up the military. You can't hear it very well? I can just send you over to the, I forgot what it's called, but I can send you over to the hearing doctor. We got that right down the street. We can get you some hearing aids. My soldier just got hearing aids. He can hear everything. I'd be like, bruh, I was upstairs. How did you hear that? Yeah, those new hearing aids, they can hear through walls now. Crazy, right? So, join the military. You need some discipline? You don't know how to navigate the world? You suffering out here? You feel like you keep getting played? Come join the military. We gonna introduce you to everybody. You gonna meet everybody. You gonna meet every walk of life. You gonna meet a finesser. You gonna meet a non-finesser. You gonna meet the blesser. You gonna meet the lesser. You gonna meet the higher. You gonna meet the lower. You gonna meet the flower, the goer, everything. You gonna meet everything, all right? Come join the military. I can't promise you that you won't be sleep deprived at times. That's one promise that I can't make, and I can't promise you that you won't end up in the middle of the woods. But just remember this. Just remember this. Whenever you do join, right? After this, because this is very pivotal. This is going to change your life. Whenever you do join, and you're in the suck, and we call it the suck. Because I've been in the suck, man. I was in the suck. You feel me? Look around you and look at everybody who's there with you. And don't complain. And be a team player. And I promise you, it's going to be sunny at the end of the road, all right? Added a little comedy into this, but I'm just being honest. I'm going to get to the end of the rainbow. I'm going to get to that pot of gold. I'm going to get there. And when I do, we're going to look back at all these videos and we're going to be like, yeah. And I'm going to see it. I'm going to see it because the people who did join, they come and talk to me. They come and tell me. And they tell me how it changed their life. I see people that have amazing families, beautiful families now. They're so happy. People were on the brink of divorce. People were on the brink of breakups because they couldn't afford their family. They had to literally stop because they couldn't afford it. But then they hit up your boy, Illuminated D. They hit up your boy D, right? And we got them into a position to be able to change their life. We got them in some investments. We got them in some properties. We got them some new glasses. We got them some hearing aids. We got them into college. We made them get that degree. We made them get that certification. We made them get the new whip. You know what I'm saying? And then they elevated their life, and then they took that as leverage, and then they made a leverage play, and then they made more bread, all right? Because we all want to be successful. We all want to be somewhere in life. But in order to do it, do something that you ain't never done before. All right? Bless.